for life's
walking down your hallway. When you see me, but then I look away, running after me, shouting out my name. And you pull me in, pull me by my waist. Why are these butterflies flying in my stomach? Boy, I feel alive. You gave me butterflies flying undercover. Boy, I feel alright. Dreaming of you and me, and the many possibilities of love. Imagine how much fun we'd have, the memories and all the laughs. Feel life with joy, go across the world with love. Why are these butterflies flying in my stomach? Boy, I feel alive. You gave me butterflies flying undercover. Boy, I feel alright. It's a feeling that I'm Is this love I cannot really Butterflies, butterflies, flies. Why are these butterflies flying in my stomach? Boy, I feel alive. You gave me butterflies flying undercover. Boy, I feel It's a little complicated from what I've been saying. Please open up your eyes. He's got you by disguise. I'm trying to warn you from my point of view, yet she got you hypnotized, and you cover up his lies. Falling, falling, falling for his love. He got you in a trance, the way he makes you dance, manipulating, selfish type of love. Jealousy so grand, controlled by demand. First of all, he's not fooling me, it's you that he's choosing. Come on, girl, he's not for you, and you just looking like a fool. I'm trying to help you from the situation. You look like you're breaking down. You're breaking down. Falling, falling, falling for his love. He got you in a trance, the way he makes you dance, manipulating, selfish type of love. Jealousy so grand, controlled by demand. Sad story of the young girl who fell apart, trying to fall in love with someone Yo, what's good, everybody? What's good?
It's your boy TT. You know what we do.
TTE Talks Back, episode 19. King Richard or Hancock. I'm Floyd. That's Vita. That's Deuce. What's happening?
What up? Let's get it.
Y'all was with us last week. We did Denzel. We did Denzel Washington's catalog, and we realized that we realized that we are not Denzel versed as versed as we thought. We're fans.
No,
we just was not.
It was tough.
We wasn't ready for it.
Yeah, I asked OG at work, and I was kind of breaking him down what we went through, and he was like, I'm not Denzel versed either. So I was like, he said, I just think we have this, mutual respect from. I said, yeah. So we will get to that. That was funny though.
As long as he shared the same sentiment, I'm okay. Because if the OG shares the same sentiment, that's okay with me. That makes me feel better.
I was rolling. So.
But yeah, what's going on with y'all, man? How's the week? How's everything going with y'all?
Been a good week for me so far. I'm starting to find more time, more prioritized time for myself, specifically during the week, trying to make every part of my day count. So like, I'm adding a hour time to myself in a week, every Wednesday, because Wednesday is kind of my lightest day working out. So Wednesday I finish earlier. So I'm going to start taking Wednesday mornings after I get done working out and going to have breakfast with myself, just taking that time by myself to go have breakfast. So I showed y'all that place I went to. I went to Town Topic Deuce again when and got one of them haystack sandwiches, right? My wife ended up being up. So, the family, her nephew was over. So I ended up grabbing her a sandwich and bringing it. And I kind of communicated to her like, hey, every Wednesday, I'm just going to use that as just like my moment for myself, just to kind of lock in. Trying to find that time for my wife too. But her schedule, no lie, she likes to work in the chaos. I don't. You know what I'm saying? So I tried to help her find an hour and a half to herself where she's not like, no, you don't need to be doing nothing. Like, you got to forget it. Like I said, we're going to Denver, right? I gave y'all my goals up till Denver, things I want to do. And when we get to Denver, whether those goals are done or not, or whatever it is, ain't none of it's going to matter. Because whatever isn't done, I'll deal with it when we come back into town. You know what I'm saying? After Denver. But once Denver comes, it's mind off, kick back, relax, lock in, enjoy time with y'all, be there with Deuce, and get my first rugby experience on that end. And then when we come back in town, I'll get to the rest and start to see what I got to do from there. But really learning to embrace rest and being like, look, no matter what happens during this time, oh well, I just got to have this moment for myself. So
hell yeah,
that was up.
Hell yeah,
yeah.
I think there's a lot of importance in that thing, taking time to yourself. And we always talk about it, but it's harder to put in action than it is to talk. It's easy to talk about it, right?
Yeah.
But kudos to you, man. Flowers to you for doing that and getting that set up, man. What's up with you, Deuce? How's everything going with you, man?
This week I'm in this leadership course with the Navy, just trying to learn on different ways and better ways to be a leader, a more central and centered leader, down to earth, knowing how to recognize subordinates and what type of characteristics they have and how to be able to approach them differently just by observation, not even really like, hey, how do you want to be talked to, but just being able to see how they operate and knowing how to talk to them through that, just different characteristics of what it is to be a leader, stuff like that. So that's what I've been doing for the last 2 days, and then the last part of the course is tomorrow. So just doing that, spending time with my little sister, and then just enjoying the break from the kids. Got a rugby tournament again this weekend, so just chilling, trying to take that time, like Vita said, to myself to reset, recalibrate before the hustle and bustle of having 3 young ones.
Man, in fact, I just found out that Nana starts school August 8th. Ooh. And I thought they would. Yeah, so next week is her last week. Yeah, next week's her last week out. Like my wife just told me before she left. So I was like, so thank God we kind of are where we're at. So I was like, I bet,
Bless you.
you know, this weekend, next weekend, we got to run out and kind of grab her a couple things. And then,
That's tough.
hey, look, and I'm not tripping because
Oh heck
y'all
no.
know me. I got the food rule. Like, as long as you don't waste it, you can eat it. But Nana eats like me, so I need her about the house. That tab is starting. You know what I'm saying? That tab is starting to hold some weight, yo. So I give big kudos to my pops because he really told us that rule and he stood by it. So I do it for her, and I'm like, I don't know how he did it. So yeah, she got her last week to kick it next week, and then we'll find out when Malia and Enoch go back.
He's gonna have a house
That's
full
crazy. You guys,
in school.
I forget y'all do start school so early.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn. My
So
son
not
just started
early.
kindergarten this year. He started kindergarten. We trying to make sure he ain't the dumb kid. He's smart, but he like lazy smart. You know how kids be.
Naomi, she starts kindergarten this year, and Trey, he's in first grade now. So
yeah, Malia's be in kindergarten and she's too smart for herself, and Enoch be going to first grade and he's too dumb for himself. He's just like me. He's just such a dumb, stupid idiot. That's what he is.
my boy just happy.
Yeah,
He's just jolly. He's just, hey, we here for vibes.
I'm here for the vibes.
And he's so big, like I wasn't that big like him as a kid. That like when he moves around, it looks like a malicious intent, but he's just trying to play and have fun. Like he don't know how to control his volume or strength. And I'd be like, yeah, and I'd be like, damn, that's exactly how I was as a kid. So like when he gets in trouble, I'd be like, I know the game. Like I know what's gonna happen, so I just gotta kind of deal with it.
Think of like Titan times 2 as a little kid, like
little tank mobbing around first grade.
Hefty boy.
Hey, that's what's
I picked him up the last time I was there. I was like, hey, you kind of solid, my boy.
And it's funny because my wife, she was like, I don't want Enoch to play football because this and that. And like my rule has always been like, if he ever plays, I would never let him play tackle until he got up to like 7th grade, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, because I just don't see the purpose in it, right? I just don't see the purpose in it.
Yeah.
I just think there's many other things in the game that he could learn and just have fun before 7th grade. But then like her uncle came up and he was like, he had went to one of his nephews like games, and he said, man, he came back and saw Enoch and was like, he's the one who needs to be on the field. I was like, Enoch knows nothing about football. Like he knows nothing about football.
Have y'all ever seen that little video of the poly kid playing rugby?
Man, that tank.
Soy, that's how Enoch. That's how Enoch would be with anybody his age, bro. Just destroying kids.
Throw him in
Watch
rugby,
out,
bro. It's a wrap.
Hey, Enoch is nicknamed Moto.
He said he's like Moto. Yeah, he don't know nothing about sports though. So that's the part I'll be like, I'm glad he doesn't care for sports. He just likes to play his game, watch his animes, and go about his business.
Man,
so I'll be like, good, man.
That's what I'm starting to notice too. Like even with my son, I look at him and like he's into sports when I'm playing, like when I'm playing basketball or like when I'm involved in it. But since I ain't out there playing basketball every day, he's like, let's play Fortnite. Let's play Fall Guys. Let's do this. He knows he
that's
all
what
over
mine
YouTube,
is.
like subscribes to all these, little kids subscribe these little kid YouTubers.
Yeah, that's mine. Like I said, that same thing for me. If I'm not physically doing it or playing it, he won't care for it. That's not how I was his age, Like I was trying to find that way. That's not him. That's not him. He doesn't care for it. So I'm like, yeah, if you don't want to run, like that's on you, man. Like I'm not tripping.
I can't say that. Trey's like, hey, Pop, I'm trying to go play. I'm trying to do that. What's up? And Naomi, she's like, I'm just trying to go do gymnastics, my dude. Like, she actually, before she left down with my mom, she actually asked me, she was like, Daddy, why haven't I been to gymnastics in a while? I was like, that's a good question, baby. I was like, it's not because I don't want you to do it. I was like, it's just not the right time. I was like, and you're about to leave, so Daddy's not about to spend the money for you to do gymnastics, and you not be here. She was like, that makes sense, Daddy. That makes sense. I was like, I know.
This kid's too smart, man. I don't remember being that smart when I was that age.
No.
I was like, but she's smooth ass, and she's like, Daddy, how come I ain't been to gymnastics in a while? She's like, Am I not doing it anymore? I was like, no, you still will. I was like, you just gotta get back from Ting Ting's house. She was like, okay. That's okay, Daddy. I was like, Jesus Christ, I'm getting G-checked by my 5-year-old.
She's like, hey, Pop, why I ain't doing this no more? You best to step back.
Yep.
All right, cool. We gonna jump into the TikTok of the week. TikTok of the week. I got one from Vita, and I got one from Deuce. So we're gonna play Deuce's first. Get this popped up here. First TikTok of the week.
I chose this one too because the other two that I've chose were kind of like real deep and harsh.
All right, let's play it from Jeremy Lynch.
And I'm not the father to a child.
So the question I repeat is, why do you not think you are?
What the fuck?
What did you just say?
Huh?
What did you just say?
What the fuck? No, I didn't say the F word though, because that's a bad word. I would never say that one. I only said, what the fuck? T-H-U-C-K. It's definitely not a swear word, because I made it up all by myself. And if you don't believe me, Mum, check the dictionary.
Get him up, let him get up, let him get up, let him get up.
And I'm not the father to a child.
So the
That joint's so funny, bro. Everybody had that joint, right? Everybody was doing that. What the fuck?
Yeah.
He said, let him get up, let him get up, let him get up.
Hey, boy. Yeah.
Childish, bro. Very childish.
When you said check the dictionary, I was like...
Next one is one that Vita sent from Aquafina TV.
Yeah,
You can get your guy roll, nigga, no Tzatziki. Put your hand on Medusa, You know I be with gorillas, nigga, ooka, ooka. Even when I'm by myself, I'm a noodle knock. You can get your guy roll, nigga, no Tzatziki.
Put your hand. Rock Lee comes in. Put some respect on Rock Lee's name.
Boy.
Hey, because at the end of the day, these hands will prevail, bro.
These hands rated E.
At the end of the day,
rated E.
For
these hands
everybody.
prevail, bro.
Everybody.
Hey, man, if I could find it, you know, anime TikTok goes crazy, right? I would love to go to DreamCon, RDC World's anime convention. Like, if I had to go to one, that's one I would want to go to. But one dude made some rock. I mean, Deuce, you said it to me, the Rock Lee customs he made, where he actually had the Nike sign was the hand wrap. I said, oh yeah.
I remember you said.
I said he went all out when he did that. Them was tough, bro. Them was tough. That's our guy, bro. That is my guy.
That was the TikTok of the week. What's happening in the world that y'all seen that y'all want to talk about? We talked about our lives, you know, what's going on in the life. What's going on in the world?
What's going on in the world?
See just today that the U.S. is starting to negotiate a prisoner trade with Russia.
I seen that. Finally, welcome to the party. Welcome to the party.
I'm a little troubled about it. Like, is this more a publicity stunt for y'all to get some confidence in the voters? Or like, why now? Right? Like, homeboy, the other prisoner that they're trying to get a part of that trade has been there for a minute.
Yeah.
Now you want to go out your way and do a prisoner swap?
Yeah, that I saw that, and again, I was just suspicious. Like, it just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right.
But that's one thing. Anything else y'all see going on in the world that you want to talk about?
What did happen over the course of this week, man?
I'll say for us out here in Virginia, our gas prices are going back down. So.
Oh, for real? Like dramatically?
Yeah. Like 2 weeks ago, all the gas prices was like $4.50, $4.60, $4.70, depending on where you went. Now most of them are down, or as the week's been going on, they're starting to drop down back under $4. So like some gas stations have it like $3.95, $3.93, $3.99, right? Like,
damn, we're still looking at like $4.90 over here, $4.80.
Yeah, so that's decent. I'll take it.
Gas prices is a dub. I mean, I don't go nowhere anyways, but still, that must be hurting when I fill up my tank once every 2 weeks.
Yeah, I rarely go to many places outside of when we go to the store. Trying to think about couple things that happened throughout the course of the week. I'm really drawing a blank though. I really am, and I know there's something, but I also did just try to take a nap like before we started, and Ezra kept hitting me, so like I was halfway in and out and lost my train of thought for a lot of stuff before getting up for this.
I'm gonna let you think on it, and I'm gonna ask Deuce this question. I'm just gonna ask this question to everybody because I asked it yesterday on TTESPN. I'm gonna ask it again today. What was something you thought was an indicator of wealth when you were a kid? What was something you thought was an indicator of wealth when you were a kid? Me and Vita talked about people that pay for their lunch. You know what I'm saying? People that
had their own rooms. Drove to school
throughout high school. What else? Had the new kicks, had new clothes. What was something you looked at as an indicator of wealth when you were a kid? When you look at somebody like they had something and you were just like, damn, they got monies.
I'll probably say the paying for school lunch. That definitely was one. I was like, we broke out here. we struggling. Y'all got money.
Yeah.
Bikes or rollerblades? Or you said bikes or rollerblades?
I think for me it would be basically if people would come to your house. I mean, like if I was always trying to like, if you weren't ever like, if I never was like, hey, come to my house, and I was always trying to go to like someone else's house. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's because they had a lot of stuff you didn't have at your crib. Oh, yeah. I can see that.
Or vice versa, like if someone was always coming to like my crib because they didn't have enough, or my crib was quote unquote funner because of the games or whatever.
She said kids stole bikes or rollerblades. Oh man, kids that had cell phones in high school. I never thought about that, but I was stealing the hell out of sidekicks. I was stealing sidekicks left and right.
Nah, but that is a good question. I'm trying to think some more. People who had like the fancy notebooks as well at school.
Those
like
binders.
The designer joints. Yeah.
iPod minis. You had an iPod mini. I thought you had it made.
With the little touchscreen?
Yeah, I thought you had it made. iPod minis, you had it made.
Damn, that's a tough question.
Yeah.
But if y'all are just now tuning in, the question right now is, what was an indicator of wealth when you were a kid? We're gonna let that sit. We're gonna let that marinate. If y'all got some answers for it, throw it in.
Okay, so this was something that I saw that I remember it now. You guys see what they called the backhanded love letter this week?
The backhanded love letter?
Yeah. So I found an article now. It was a social media post of a guy, I guess, trying I guess celebrate his wife or whatever. And I kept seeing it and I passed it up, and then I seen Kev on stage say something about it. You could look it up, like even if you have to Google, it's called like the quote that got everybody is, the guy goes, "You're not the most beautiful woman, neither are you the most intelligent woman, but I chose to never find perfection in anyone else." And then like he has like a post that kind of works around that. And he says, "I put my gaze on you, and with that commitment, we will mold ourselves for ourselves. Our perfection is in the commitment." And people were like, this man said, "Neither are you the most beautiful woman or the most intelligent woman. You alright.
You decent. You decent. You valid. You valid. You valid. I like it. I like it. Oh my God. That'll do.
I'm not gonna lie though. The second half of that quote brings it into perspective for real.
No, it's reaching in perspective with my brother. This. Did y'all watch the Kev Hart Pivot podcast?
Yeah.
Hey, I started watching it.
Okay, so it's like what he said to Channing. You could have just went to the end, bro. You didn't have to add all the extra stuff before. You didn't have to add all that. You could have. He was like, "Why are you talking about me naked and showering?" You could have just asked what makes me insecure. You ain't have to add the extra. If he would have just sat there and went to the quote, "I put our gaze on our commitment," my brother, you would have been
winning.
Cool. Yeah, you winning.
Hella coochie points. Hella coochie points.
Like you fine, but I had finer, and you smart, but I had smarter. But
I chose you.
Hey, you rocking with Mark, because Mark
rocking
with
us.
Mark rocking with us.
Hey, no, I kind of want to challenge that though. I kind of want to challenge that though, right? If you in the moment and you want to post something, right? You ain't never gonna find the right word. You just gonna post it. You're not gonna reread it 1,000 times. No. Genuine. And that's what he did. I mean, I give it up.
I ain't mad at him.
Wouldn't have said that.
Hey, talk your truth.
Okay, so let me
ask. You know what I'm saying? Keep her humble.
Yeah,
keep her humble.
Keep her humble. Keep her humble.
Real 10 toes, my guy. I like it.
City boys.
Keep her humble. You know what I'm saying?
City boys.
Hey man, first thing I keep thinking of is Kevin Samuels, man. R.I.P. Kevin Samuels. If y'all don't know who Kevin Samuels is, look that man up.
My man kept it 100.
So he does say, he said, our perfection is in our commitment. Then he goes like the second paragraph. He says, stating that you're not the most beautiful, intelligent might not sound like it's a compliment, yeah, but it's a realistic base for love, acknowledging that woman isn't the best. But I'm not looking for the best. I was looking for you and I found you. So forth, whatever. I was like, all right, my brother. You could have, this is when the less is more method probably could have worked. I get what he's trying to say. But again, I get what he's trying to say, bro.
Hey,
he really put into perspective old school love though. Like if you think about it, that old school love, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't about finding the finest person. It was about finding somebody who fit perfect for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Who's perfect for you. And he said we're gonna grow together. And that's the base of love. We're gonna grow together. You know what I'm saying? Grow up. I know he got hella shit for that post, but especially if the shade room is reposting it.
That's wild, bro. Like this again, I know the emphasis of the post should be on commitment. We're gonna see each other through it all. But yeah, I said this is the less is more method, man. This is one of them. This is one of the things like you got to know some of the things you can and cannot say. You can and cannot say in regards to, you know what I'm saying? You really can't.
So I got one more thing. I got one more thing before we get into review Denzel last week and get into Will Smith. I asked this in the chat already, and I'll talk about it in our text group. What's the what's like the real chance that Chris Brown has at beating Usher in a versus?
I think it's decent.
You think it's
decent? Did y'all watch the Tiny Desk?
I do think it's decent.
Oh yeah. That's what made me bring up this conversation, is because we saw how the Omarion and Mario one went. Everybody thought Omarion was gonna blow him out the water, but it came down to vocals.
I knew Omarion was about to blow him out the water. Like, bro, name 2 songs from Omarion? Like,
Omarion got a lot of songs.
So I watched the Tiny Desk. I really did. I didn't watch the Tiny Desk till actually like 3 days ago. Like I didn't actually watch it. Like Usher's Tiny Desk.
I think Chris Brown's gonna he got a decent shot just because you got to think about like who's the main audience. You know what I'm saying? Like who's the majority of the audience is.
We can't just assume it's gonna be just Breezy fans. Like,
well, one of the things too. One of the things too about a versus to me, and again, I have not sat and watched one versus in full right when it was live. I just peel back and see what's happening. But one thing I have noticed from those verses that seem to be more competitive and close is like your soundtrack selection in certain moments is what matters.
Oh yeah,
it's what matters.
Like the order of what you do matters. So I remember some people was like they saved a lot of their best stuff for the end. You could tell some people was like picking and choosing, and other people just thought they could just play whatever the hell they wanted and get away with it.
Omarion.
So in like a hit for hit type of deal, like if we was to sit down and do it, I think it would go like what Sefa and Soy did a while ago when they did it. I think it would lean more towards Usher. But again, in a versus setting, it's really gonna lean to
It's also a performance
not
thing.
the performance thing. So it's not gonna be a crowd because like if it's in a tiny desk like setting and they make it more of an intimate deal, I think Usher's gonna handle that. But if it's more of a open type of deal and people can kind of go off the vibes, then I think Chris will start to be able to get some of the edge with the crowd in certain areas. But like I said, when y'all did that before, I think that was kind of spot on when it was like, yo, Usher's really got, a deeper bag, and the ones that hit for Chris really did like beat out Usher's stuff. That was it.
Yeah.
I'm
As
still
far as
very
like
much
the amount, the catalog, Chris Brown got it beat as far as the number and the consistency, like of
But verses is
music.
only 15.
Yeah,
You only
but
get
like
10, 15.
you gonna give me 10, 15 songs of Usher's best? He gonna wipe
But
Chris.
that's the thing. But that's the thing though. It's not you picking it. It's them picking it, and they know they stuff way better than what we do.
Right.
And that's
you think
what I'm
Usher's
saying.
gonna
Like,
come out with
no,
some whack stuff? Regardless of what Usher comes out
no.
with, when it comes down to the performance aspect, Chris Brown can dance better than Usher. Okay. Nobody worried about how you dance, bro. Like, can you vocally deliver your song the way everyone listens to it on the album?
So
But that's
from
the
when I
thing.
heard
Like Chris can actually sing.
Chris can sing, and that's why I say it will all depend on the setup of how they put their song selections. Because
Yeah.
I don't like when I listen to Usher's Tiny Desk, I was like, okay, he actually was maneuvering through his songs and kind of have ways to get in and out of them. I've never seen Chris perform live or stuff like that, so I don't know like how he holds a crowd in between or how he would transition from song to song. Or like when I watched Usher's Tiny Desk or other people who sings Tiny Desk, they got times where they can vocally do things and harmonize with people. So I was like, we've seen what Usher can do with that. I don't know what Chris is gonna bring with that, and then we don't know when or when Run It's gonna pop up on the track list. You know what I'm saying? We don't know when some of these certain songs are gonna pop up and how they will. So I do think it's still leaning towards Usher. But I like what Chris Brown said on his interview. He was like, man, I would love to specifically do a versus against Usher. He said, but I don't want it to where it has to be like a tearing down. He said, I mess with Usher. I love Usher. Yeah. He said, I want to honor us both. He was like, because I know I did big work. He said, but I look up to him and I know his work. I know what his work is. He said, so I really would want it just to be one real big party when we do this. So I think that's why I feel like it should be.
I like how he positioned the show. I think it was on like Big Boy Big Boy show.
Yeah. So that's. Like, I would hope so, but I do think Usher will probably like. It's like 60-40 for me to Usher.
Yeah,
and that to me that's decent. Like 60-40 is decent.
Yeah,
like that's a decent
absolutely.
chance. Did y'all see that he was getting paid $1,000
for pictures? Yeah.
Pictures? Bro, that was out here. That was out here. That was out here.
Who Usher was?
Bruh.
Or Chris Brown was.
Wild.
Oh wait,
Chris Brown.
I saw those pictures. There's like a girl that straddled him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, $1,000
a pop. Boy.
Get your bag, dog. Get your bag.
I ain't hating.
I wish somebody would pay me $1,000 to take a picture with me.
That's crazy, bro. $1,000 for some pictures.
All right, y'all. Let's get into it. Last week we did Denzel Washington's catalog. And we tiered it from tier 1 to 3. We didn't even bother going to 4 or 5 this time. Anything that didn't make the tier just didn't make it. Here's how we ended up, y'all. Here's how we ended up. Tier 1, Malcolm X, Training Day, Inside Man, John Q.
You said, why was that so hard?
Remember the Titans and American Gangster. Looking at this now, a week later, is there anything y'all would take out of the tier 1, take out of the tier 2? If y'all are watching on Facebook or YouTube, let us know what y'all think about these tiers. Tier 2 is Book of Eli, He Got Game, Glory, Two Guns, Man on Fire, and Fences. Then the very last tier is Equalizer, Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3, Antoine Fisher, and Magnificent 7.
Nah, man. I think I'm good. I'm good, man. I really can't change nothing. I really can't. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The only thing I would change if I had to say one is I would change Book of Eli for John Q.
You'd move Book of Eli into 1?
For John Q. Like if I had to flip 2, that would be the 2 I would flip.
What made you change that? What made you change that?
Because I mess with Book of Eli. I just have deep reverence and respect for John Q.
Doug said same. Doug, you would move Book of Eli
because
out.
last week you were so opposed to Book of Eli being.
I wasn't opposed to it. I wasn't opposed to it. We just put it there quick. I wasn't opposed to it. That's the only move I would make. Because he said tier 1 is also, like we said, would be something we would catch ourselves watching again. I really don't think I would catch myself watching John Q again, but I have watched Book of Eli. Not intentionally, but like if it's on, I'd be like, oh yeah, Book of Eli's on.
Well, damn, if that's the case, then I would take out John Q and put in Two Guns, not Book of Eli.
But I think Two Guns is more rewatchable than Book of Eli.
Yeah, that's why I would put Two Guns in there as opposed to Book of Eli. Like it's dope. Would I watch it again? Yeah, but would I watch it again before Two Guns? No.
Yeah. I've definitely watched American Gangster the most on this list, though.
Definitely.
You gotta block that. That's my stuff, boy. You gotta block that. You Club Soda. Yeah, I know that.
It was when he came up out that diner, boy. Oh, smoke, boy. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
No game.
We're gonna try to get everybody some new hats too. Yeah, man.
Love the new TTE hats. Hey, she said she loved the new TTE hats.
Oh,
damn, I'm the only one with that one. I need to go make one.
I know you should have went and got one, but whatever.
Two Guns for fun factor. Book of Eli for depth. Ooh, listen to that. He said 2 Guns for fun factor.
That's true.
Book of Eli for I like that. I like that.
That's why I said 2 Guns is more rewatchable because, like, Book of Eli, it puts you in a certain mood. Like 2 Guns, I can walk by and be in a little more easier mood and just kind of catch a couple. Like Book of Eli, I don't feel like you watch skimmingly. You gotta kind of sit and be in detail with it.
When you see that, you get like, well, I'm about to see
you gotta sit. But 2 Guns.
I'm invested.
You're the one that needs it the most. I know. I'm always wearing hats, but my bald head needed to breathe.
Ace, do you happen to have the Adam Sandler tier also?
I do. Let me
Can you pull up the Adam Sandler tier so we can double back? Because maybe a couple weeks away we can kind of look at that. Adam Sandler was the first tier we did. And again, this isn't like critical thinking. This is just us placing the movies where they were at.
It's not like ranked in it.
Yeah, it's not like ranked. It's just our personal tier of how we like the movies. That's why I gotta be here too to kind of help put us in our place. We be needing help. So
we sure do be needing help.
Yeah, tier 1, Big Daddy, 51st Dates, Happy Gilmore, Mr. Deeds, Waterboy, and Anger Management. We literally went that whole time and forgot about Anger Management. Anger Management is a tier 1 movie, bro.
Definitely. Anger Management will drop.
Yeah.
Big Daddy.
It can't drop nothing. It can't drop nothing. It just got to go up there, bro.
Nah. If we had to choose,
no.
I'm not choosing.
I'm not.
What would you drop out in tier 1 for Anger Management?
I need to drop. I'm okay with dropping Big Daddy, 51st Dates, or Mr. Deeds. I'm okay with dropping all of those.
Like Liz said she would drop Big Daddy. What about Grown Ups?
Grown Ups is tier 2.
Oh, Grown Ups is tier 2.
Grown Ups is tier 2 with Blended, Longest Yard, Chuck and Larry, and 8 Crazy Nights. Facts. See, my brother, Bulletproof, bro. I tried to tell y'all Bulletproof was the movie, bro.
That's because y'all grew up together, so of course y'all have to.
Bulletproof's a fire movie, bro.
That's early
Adam. That's the Adam that made this. That's the Adam with a brother, Damian Wayans, bro. It's a funny movie, bro.
So is it going up there because of Adam, or is it going up there because of Damian Wayans?
So they said they would do Grown Ups over Mr. Deeds. So the issue with Grown Ups, Doug, is blame Deuce. He wouldn't let us separate them. We said Grown Ups 1 should be tier 1. He wouldn't let us separate them. He said they have to be a package deal. So it's both Grown Ups.
Yep.
Grown Ups 2 is probably a tier 3 movie compared to the rest of these. Grown Ups 1 is a tier 1 movie.
8 Crazy Nights underrated. Thank you, Liz. Yes.
8 Crazy Nights is tier 2. Like, that's fine. Everything can't be tier 1.
Bulletproof underrated, hands down. So what you telling me? Bulletproof need to be tier 1?
No. It's not tier 3 though.
It is tier 3.
It's not tier 3.
But look at what we put in tier 4.
Bulletproof is better than Grown Ups 2.
Nah.
Yes. Tier 4, Do Over, Murder Mystery, Little Nicky, Pixels, Reign Over Me. It's not facts. Uncut Gems at tier 3. I'm not gonna lie. After watching Hustle, as much as I like the basketball nostalgia of Hustle, I still think in this list it'll be very borderline 3, closer to 4.
Tier 2 Bulletproof. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I agree. Chuck and Larry though. I like Chuck and Larry, man.
Oh, I would if
Chuck and Larry's tier 2, bro. Chuck and Larry's tier 2. We're not about to.
Oh, it is tier 2. I ain't saying it's tier 1.
The only thing.
I'm a 10.
No.
I'm a 10.
I'm a 10.
Hey guys like me. I'm a 10.
No, so the only thing I could possibly I would say maybe is switching Chuck and Larry and Billy Madison. Like after thinking about it for 2 weeks, I'm okay with making that switch. Like Billy Madison. What did you say again? Billy Madison for Chuck and Larry.
You're moving it down.
Billy.
What?
Yeah.
See, look, there go. Where's Little Nicky? Little Nicky's tier 4.
Little Nicky's tier 4.
I haven't watched Little Nicky.
Bulletproof is tier 2, but only because of the duo. I didn't like Little Nicky, to be honest with you. Little Nicky is like, to me, that's
it's forced comedy.
It's absolutely forced comedy. Like anytime Adam Sandler does his creepy voice as a character, it ain't funny.
Yeah, I don't like that much.
It ain't funny.
I don't like that no.
And he did this whole thing with that.
Okay. So Dude says he will move Bulletproof up. I mean Billy Madison up for 8. Chuck and Larry. I'm not gonna lie, I can't agree with that one, bro. I still think Chuck and Larry is better than Billy Madison. I still think Chuck and Larry is better than Billy Madison. Because of the cast as a whole, bro. Because of the cast as a whole, they were dumb nice.
Yeah. Ving Rhames, bro. They got Ving Rhames.
Yeah.
With the soap. Whoa.
Hey. All right. So look, Doug's right. Grown Ups 2 is definitely tier 3 or tier 4. Grown Up, if we like, but that's on you, Deuce. You made us pair it. Because Grown Ups could be, well, Grown Ups would still be tier 2 because I can't put Grown Ups over Anger Management. Actually, if I was to replace a tier 1, it probably, I can't replace nothing in tier 1, y'all. I'm not even gonna try.
Bro, these are untouchables. You're not moving water.
These are untouchables. These are untouchables.
I mean, like one of the Drew Barrymores has to be, and this other one that I would probably put up there is Blended. If I had to take 50 First Dates out, Blended would have.
Hey, there was no love for Just Go With It, but Blended was right. Hey, so yeah.
Yeah, Just Go With It got no love.
No love.
All right, y'all. That's gonna take us.
All right, so Will Smith, right? We'll go next week. We're going Will Ferrell. Next week we're going Will Ferrell, y'all. Next week, so y'all rock with us. Y'all rock with us right now on the Will Smith movies, man.
I'm gonna be sick.
You sick?
He's not showing up on
all right. So let's y'all know how we got to start this. What is absolutely tier 1? What is that absolute tier 1 Will Smith movie?
Pursuit of Happiness.
Pursuit of Happiness. Bet I could go with that. I can
rock with that.
Did I spell it? Did I spell it right?
Hey, because of the movie, you can spell it however you want because they didn't spell it right. So spell it however you want. Even I don't care if there's a red letter under there. All right.
I did.
So what else is tier 1?
Let me pull up Will Smith's
Bad Boys. So how are we doing the Bad Boys? Are we separating them?
All of them got to be together. If we're gonna put Grown Ups all together, Bad Boys got to be together.
And that's got to be tier 2 because the more they went, the more that dropped.
Thank you. Y'all said I was crazy for saying part 3 wasn't that great.
Part 3 wasn't. It wasn't compared to every other one. It wasn't it. We know it's 2 that backpacked that one though.
2 definitely backpacked that one.
Yeah, but if you got to pair them all together, then the Bad Boys collection got to be tier 3.
He said the zombie one, I Am Legend? Is I Am Legend a tier 1 movie?
I feel like I Am Legend is a tier 1.
I Am Legend's tier 1.
I definitely feel like I Am Legend's tier 1.
I Am Legend's tier 1.
Let's put it on there for now, and then we'll see if something can bump it out. Because we're gonna stick to 5.
Yeah.
5 is what? 5. We'll stick to 5.
We'll get to 5. And then we'll start to remix and move. So Bad Boys
King Richard gotta be in there, bro. King Richard. Yeah. To me, King Richard is tier 1.
I no lie like Ali more.
Not mad at that. Not mad at that.
I like Ali
So
more than King Richard.
okay,
So
so Ali in
I
tier
would
one.
be more inclined to put King Richard in 2 and put
Yeah, me
Ali
too.
in 1 right now, and then come back and look at that. So where does Hancock go?
I say right now as a hard 2. Hard 2.
Yeah,
Possible
I would
1.
Okay,
say so.
Hard
hard
2,
2,
possible
hard
1.
2, hard 2, possible
Like
1.
he's not
He
Hancock's
said
not going lower than 2.
there's room for both.
No, that's facts. That's facts.
Oh
There's room
damn,
for
he
both.
said tier 3. What was hard 2?
Ooh, Hancock
Hancock.
is right now hard 2. Is it Hancock or King Richard?
King Richard is definitely better than Hancock.
Dudes, Hancock or King Richard?
I like Hancock better.
He's got Hancock 3.
I like
It's
Hancock
the
better.
conversation. It's the conversation with the Denzel Book of Eli or Two Guns. It's like for the funds, you pick one. For the thoughts, you pick another one.
All right. What about Hitch? I think
Hitch
I feel
is
like
tier
that's tier
1,
3.
bruh. Tier 3? You said Hitch is tier 3? What?
I feel like Hitch might be
No.
tier
He's
3,
saying
bro.
Hancock. He's saying Hancock's
No.
tier 3.
He said Hitch is tier 3.
I said Hitch is tier 3 right now because I'm
No.
looking at everything else what's here, and I almost can't feel like I can clump it in with the other ones.
I'm okay with Hitch
You're
being
wild.
tier 2.
Hitch is not tier 3 at
Hitch
all.
is not
Like,
tier 3.
Boy,
Hitch is
he hit her
not
on
tier
that chest
3,
mute.
bro. Hitch is not a
My
tier
boy
3 movie.
drinking that Benadryl, boy. Hitch is
You
that
should have
movie,
got
bro.
all of your Nappos.
Just wait a second.
I'm putting Hitch in tier 2, and then we'll talk about it.
Okay.
There's no way I'm putting it in tier 3.
All right, man.
But for the sentimental side of me,
Gotta go.
7 pounds,
Something's gotta
7
go.
pounds, or collateral beauty.
Them are 2 tier 3 movies for right now. Let's put them.
What?
Everything is a hitter, but something's gotta go. Like everything's a hitter.
What?
Something has to make its way down here. I'm trying to find a tier 3
Collateral
movie.
beauty is not a tier 3 movie.
Where's Focus at?
Focus
Where's
is
Focus
tier
at?
3. Focus is tier 3.
Where's
Focus
Focus
is tier
at?
3.
Focus is a hard tier 3, maybe a tier 2, depending on what we put.
That's what I'm saying. Something's gotta go there, bro. There has to start to be.
I'm okay with putting
We
Focus.
only have 3 in tier 1 right now.
We like
That is true. We are being very stingy with tier 1.
We being super stingy. Like
you have to leave some room, bro. You gotta leave some room.
All right,
like,
so where's Wild Wild West go?
wow, tier 4, tier 3, tier
that's
3.
tier 3. That might not even
That's
make a
tier 3.
tier, honestly.
That's tier 3. That's gotta make a tier.
That's
one of my
definitely
first,
on
like,
there.
Blue movies.
That's definitely
That's
on
on a
that.
tier,
That
bro.
movie.
That's
that
on a tier.
movie is.
For
That's on a
the
tier.
sake of it being one of Reel's
Oh,
early classics,
don't
or
you dare for the sake. It's just gotta be a tier 3.
why is it gotta be a tier 3?
It's just gotta be a tier 3 movie.
It might
You're
not
gonna
even
put
make a
sake
tier.
down.
Wild Wild
Yes,
West.
it's gonna make a tier. Yes, it's gotta make a movie.
That's a movie, boy. When was the last time you watched it? When was the last time you watched it?
What?
That movie's great. My boy come out in a little wheelchair with the spider leg.
Tier 3.
We talking
My boy
about
was
Will
rolling over
Smith, though. We
people.
ain't talking about the man in the wheelchair.
Bro, that movie is goated. My boy Will Smith, when they were
It's
running in
3.
the cornfield.
Tier 3.
I'll
Okay,
throw it in
okay.
here for y'all.
Tier 3. Wild West is tier. Like you said, so look, you're debatable. Like something has to go down. Like we have to
I would
find
say
out where this
I
line
would
is.
put Independence Day in tier 3.
Not everything gotta make the
Whoa,
list, though.
whoa. Well, everything that we know is what should become eligible. You know what I'm saying? Like everything that we know.
I'll put
Like,
Men in Black.
I don't appreciate Independence Day because that was at a stage in my life where I was not trying to watch any of that. So y'all or somebody else is gonna have to do that.
I will
So
put
hold on,
Independence
wait,
Day tier
wait.
3. I'll put Men in Black 1.
Deuce, hold up. Soy, where's the Legend of Bagger Vance?
Bro, that's tier 1, tier 2, to be honest with you.
So something has to go to 3. Like something has to.
Legend of Bagger Vance,
something
I'll
has
put
to
tier
start-
2 until we collectively can bump something out. Because Legend of Bagger Vance it's one of his better acting classic movies around that Wild Wild West Independence days.
No.
Tier 2 only has
Put
2
that
right
in
now.
tier 1. Put that in tier 1.
Bad
Put
acting.
Legend of Bagger. Put it in tier 1. I'm okay with putting Legend of Bagger Vance. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
All right.
Because if something has to get bumped, then that can be what get bumps.
I feel like that
I
should go
need y'all
ahead
to
and go
watch
to.
Collateral Beauty, bro. I need y'all to watch that. But
So,
for the sake
so
for the
we're
sake of having diversity in tier 1, Pursuit of Happiness would be the Collateral Beauty of that tier. Like,
Where's
of that
iRobot?
tier. Like tier 3.
I
Not
wouldn't
even on a
put it in
tier.
a tier.
It probably won't even make a tier.
I'll go with 3. I'm okay with 3 compared to what's above it.
iRobot?
Yeah, I'm okay with 3.
That's a hard sell for me.
Men in Black. Men in Black, all 3. I would put it
that
tier
in tier
2.
3.
Yeah, tier 2.
Because it's all 3 of them.
Yeah, if it's all 3 of them, it has to go 2. Because each,
literally,
because each
I would
one
put
would be in a separate tier. Bad Boys 2 would be in 1. Bad
That's
Boys,
true.
the first one would be in 2, and then Bad Boys 3 would be.
That's true.
Tier 3, tier 4.
Yes.
Each one, another, like if 2 of them was in the same tier, then maybe we could discuss that. But it has to go tier 2 because Bad Boys 2 is the one that we legend, like that's the one we put up.
I'd say, for me, if Men in Blacks combined as tier 3 or not in counting, because
I'm not throwing away Bad Boys 2, bro.
No, that's what I'm saying.
You're not about to throw away Men in Black and tell me that Wild Wild West is gonna stay in here.
Yes, I am. I just did.
You're throwing away Men in Black?
I said it either tier 3 or not on there.
We do have a 4th tier.
No, we don't.
The other one's got a 4. The other one's got 4.
We didn't do 4 for Denzel. Denzel, we stopped because of how big the catalog.
Bro, we're not throwing away Men in Black. Men in Black is why I went to Burger King.
But so the Men in Black series versus the Bad Boys series is not the same. Like they're not equal.
They're not equal, but it's not trash.
Right. I'm not saying it's trash. I'm saying not everything can make the list, Vita. Right? Not everything can make the list.
There's only 4 things in tier 2.
It's tier 3 though.
It's tier 3. Yeah, those are Men in Black's tier 3.
Men in Black is tier 3.
I'll stand on it.
Hey, tier 2 of us said
tier 3. Tier 3. We're not throwing away Men in Black.
I said either tier 3 or they're not on the list.
Okay, tier 3.
I can't believe Men in Black is on tier 3.
Yeah, it's not.
That's 5. That's 5 in tier 3. We still only
Gemini
have 4
Man?
in tier 1. That don't even make the list. That's no.
What? Gemini Man is dope. The only thing that's not dope is the CGI. Like CGI is a little.
No. They found a way to put more Will Smith in a movie. No.
Hey.
You can never have too many.
He said tier 0.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Gemini Man, Doug. That Gemini Man tier 0. All right, man. All right. So let's see if there's something else up here, because God forbid I do. Suicide Squad.
That don't make the list.
I can't really count that as a. I mean, he's in it, but that's kind of like Aladdin. It's like he's not the main person in that genre. So.
I mean, he plays an important part, but I wouldn't put it in there.
All right, so now we got a couple that still needs in, like 7 Pounds, Concussion, and Collateral Beauty.
I would say
7 Pounds and Collateral Beauty's almost the same type of movie, but Collateral Beauty for me is better by far.
So that should be tier 2 then?
I'm okay with that.
Collateral Beauty's tier 2. And then Concussion would be tier 3. Concussion's not getting a spot at all. Okie dokies. He said, ooh, that's bold.
Honestly, I'm putting Enemy of the State above Wild Wild West.
I can't support that.
I'm putting Enemy of the State above Wild Wild West.
There can be a 4th. Okay, so we would have had a 4th with Denzel if we actually banged with as many of his movies as we do with Will. So there can be a 4th tier, bro. I really do believe
we
there can be.
We can't make a 4th tier just for the sake of having movies on here. Like,
it's not having on there, but there has to be a separator.
Yeah, it's great, good, and mad.
So hey, if you wanna put
There
that on
has
there,
to be the
then you
trash.
have to bump Wild Wild West up to tier 2.
Tier 1. Listen, no, okay. So tier 1 is legends, classics, movies we would rewatch, right? Tier 2 is the good movies. Tier 3 is like the average, and then 4 is where we kind of started to throw everything away that we didn't like. That's Little Nicky for the Adam Sandler stuff. It's saying like Little Nicky, so that made tier 4. Like that was
So I even put
just
it on the
go with it.
list.
Like that was that's kind of where that's at. Like tier 1 is the legendary rewatchable stuff, and tier 2 is the good, and 3 is like all right, whatever.
So what would you put Bright? Bright's a good movie.
Bright is a good movie.
Bright's a really
Bright
good
is
movie.
At tier 1.
That's tier 3.
Oh,
No.
I would say tier
Bright
2.
is hard tier 2, tier 1, depending on what.
Nah, it's not. Bright is not a tier 1, bro.
I don't think it's a tier
Yes,
1.
it is.
It's like it's
I think
hard tier 2 for sure.
It's on the fringe.
No, it's not on the fringe.
It is. It is.
It's not on the fringe.
I'm not
It's
taking
not
that,
on the
bro.
fringe.
I'm
Are
not
we
taking
good with
that.
tier
It is.
2? Are we good with tier 2?
Dude,
See,
okay.
even
Yeah,
though
go tier 2.
hard
Tier
tier
2.
2 on the
Tier
fringe
2.
of tier
Bright
1.
is tier 2. No, it's not a fringe. It's just tier 2.
No, it's on the fringe.
No.
Yes.
Fringe means, for me, in this context, fringe for me means it's the first movie we
First
would
one
move up to tier 1.
Yeah.
Where's
No.
where's King
Fringe
Richard at?
means
We
the
don't even
first
have
movie
King
you move
Richard
down.
tiered.
Sorry. Stop, Boost. Real quick, please. Tier 2 is Hancock, Hitch, Bad Boys, Collateral Beauty, and Bright, right?
Uh-huh.
When Deuce
Yes.
says fringe, I said that means that'll be the first movie you would argue to move up.
Mhm.
Is Bright the first movie you would argue to move up?
Mm-mm.
See, look, I can't accept fringe.
That's what I'm saying. It's the first movie you move down from tier 1.
No.
No!
He's saying the same thing backwards.
No. There's 2 movies for a fact I would put in the tier 1 before Bright.
What?
King
What
Richard.
2 movies?
King Richard.
Hancock and Hitch.
King Richard, Hancock, and Hitch would go tier 1 first.
All of those I would take an argument before I accept the
I'd
argument.
put Collateral
Bright.
Beauty in tier 1 before I'd put.
Don't push your luck, my brother.
Y'all gotta watch it first, man. You can't tell me nothing if you ain't watched it.
Yeah, I gotta.
Where's King Richard at? We only have 4 in tier 1.
You can put it in tier 1.
Do
Yeah, I'll
we
go
bump
King Richard
Hitch
tier 1.
up and pull King Richard down? Because that's the question.
I'm okay with
Hold
that.
up, but didn't King? We said Hancock is tier 2 easy. King Richard's tier 1. Didn't he actually get his award off of King Richard?
Yes.
If you get to get an award and smack a man and keep that award, whatever movie that is deserves to be tier 1. So if he
I can't argue with that.
I can't even argue with that, bro.
I'm not gonna argue that. I'm not gonna argue that.
He slapped another
If he
King
would have
Richard.
gotten an award for Bright and then smacked a man and gotten an award, I'd be like, hey, bro, fringe, whatever, I don't care. So yeah, King Richard can go tier 1, bro. King
That's
Richard
the
tier
same.
1.
So that logic is the same logic as if you were in a hat and you get into a fight and your hat get knocked off, you automatically lost the fight. Like no matter you lost the fight, bro. It's over.
That's why you take off the hat before the fight, because if you get it knocked off, everything just looks worse.
Same thing with glasses. Same thing with glasses.
Yeah.
You wearing glasses, you get smacked. Glasses go flying off.
Where's Shark Tale in all this?
Oh wow.
Ooh,
Okay.
tier.
That's a 3-er. That's a 3-er.
I'll go 3.
That's
I'll
a
go
3.
So what are we pulling out of tier 3 in order to put Shark Tale in there? We got Focus,
I,
Wild
Robot.
Wild West, Independent. Okay.
I Robot.
I'm okay with that.
I like Shark Tales more than iRobot.
Definitely. Definitely. I Robot's out of there.
iRobot's out of there. Hey, bro.
So some of the movies we don't have tiered is, let's see,
7 pounds.
7 Pounds. We don't have, what else is there? Got Bad Boys, I Am Legend, Bad Boys, I Robot Man. Enemy of the State is not tiered, I don't think. It's not tiered. Enemy of the State's not tiered. Concussion's not tiered. Gemini Man's not tiered. Suicide Squad is not. Are these all ones that are going into tier 4? After Earth shouldn't even be talked about. Wild Wild West to me is a tier 4.
You said what?
Wild Wild West to me is a tier 4.
That's disrespectful. Watch your mouth.
Aladdin is a tier 4 because they're not even bringing him back as a genie in part 2.
It says there's a Bad Boys 4 under pre-production. That's crazy.
Why?
What about
Jesus?
What about Spies in
Aladdin?
Disguise?
Aladdin? Did you say Aladdin?
Aladdin's not tiered, yeah.
I didn't care to watch it. Don't want to watch it. So if y'all want to,
it was trash.
Dismiss that. Whatever. All right. So there go our first one.
Is Aladdin even gonna make the list?
Nah, I'm cool if y'all cool.
I'm good. I mean, if you put it on tier 4, I'm not gonna say
Do we
no.
want to put Concussion?
At the same time, I'm not gonna be like, yeah, Aladdin.
Is a Gemini Man going in tier 4? He's done with his. He's done until his suspension is up. What you mean his suspension?
After the slap.
At the awards? Brother, that man didn't go to any awards for like 10, 15 years before that anyways. He showed up to one award show after 10 years not being there to slap somebody.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if there's any more movies, man.
Concussion.
But I think we got everything. I think we got everything that's needed in this moment.
So we got 5 in each tier.
Concussion.
Besides tier 4.
Tier 4. 7 pounds. I don't agree is tier 4, but whatever.
Where's Enemy of the State at?
It looks like it's falling in tier 4.
And did y'all watch 6 Degrees of Separation?
No.
Yeah, I didn't either. All right. So it looks like we at least have all the movies on here that we watched in Ken rank,
Gemini.
Right? So let's go back over the list from tier 1, and then we can go from there.
Tier 1, Pursuit of Happiness, I Am Legend, Ali, Legend of Bagger Vance, and King Richard. Is there anything in tier 2 you would put in tier 1 in replace of something in tier 2?
No.
He's out of the SAG. Bro, Will Smith don't give a damn about that.
I like tier 1.
Tier 1 is good. Okay.
I think this is the most confident I am at all the tier 1s we did. Because we actually messed with more Will Smith movies. So
That's true.
I feel like we was able to have a distinguishment. Like with Denzel, it got tough because some of them was like we had different appreciations for him. I think Will is, like Adam, it was easier to distinguish. So I'm real good with tier 1.
It's like outside of American Gangster Training Day, it was like
he was trying to figure
touchy.
it out.
Yeah, it was like need to be in movies unless you pay for everything on your own. He got enough money to do that. He got enough money to do that.
He got him. When I even looked up his stuff, I was like, damn, he's pre-producing all this stuff. I was like, he's producing all this stuff. I was like, I don't think he's out of the acting game, but he's into another game for sure.
All right, tier
2.
Hancock, Hitch, Bad Boys, Collateral Beauty, and Bright. Anything in tier 2 you would move out into tier 3, and anything in tier 3 you would move up into tier 2.
I think it sticks.
I'm good with tier 2 also.
Cool. I am too. All right, tier 3 into tier 4. Focus, Wild Wild West, Independence Day, Shark Tale, and Men in Black. I don't think Wild Wild West should be there, but that's just me. Majority's beating me right now, so yeah.
So what are you taking from tier 4 to replace it?
Enemy of the State. And I'm thinking about same time frame, better acting in Enemy of the State than he did in Wild Wild West.
One second. You said Enemy of the State, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And let me make sure I got this right. So you said Enemy of the State over Wild Wild West.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to get my stuff right here to make sure I got it. Well, off the strength of Salma Hayek, can't allow you to do that.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, bro. Like, come on, man.
We talking about Will Smith movies, not Salma Hayek movies.
Hey,
No.
whatever.
Whatever.
What?
It's
Hey, the only saving grace. Exactly. Hey.
the only saving grace, Salma.
Over Regina King and Lisa Bonet?
Yes.
They're an enemy of the state?
Yes.
I gotta take my sisters.
Regina King is his wife in there.
Nah.
Yeah, I loosely remember enemy of the state. Oh,
I don't.
And Fancy, Jamie King, Fancy's in Wild Wild West in the beginning.
She is.
She's played.
I remember that.
She's played. She's in there for 10 seconds.
Don't be a hater.
Well, how about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. We could just move enemy of the state up. I feel like that could just be done too.
Nah, it stays.
Majority's
voted me out, so I'm content with it. I'm content with it.
I'm okay with it going up, but I don't think Wild Wild West also deserves to be down there in tier 4 either.
But not everything can make it into the VIP section.
Tier 3 is not the VIP section, bro. This is common people.
They in the club though. Tier 4 still waiting. They in the club. Tier 4 still waiting.
In the club, bro.
Tier 3 general admission. Tier 4 got there too late.
Tier 1 pulls up in a limo. Tier 2 could get in. Tier 3 walks in because their homie is in tier 2 and can get in with them. Tier 4 can't get in, bro.
Exactly.
Tier 4 can't get in. Enemy of the state does deserve to get in, but Wild Wild West doesn't deserve to be out.
Exactly. But if you had to choose, Wild Wild West is in. It's y'all list. Me personally, I wouldn't take that.
What movie made me money that no one gets to 3?
I bet you that's Wild Wild West made more money.
Probably.
I would just bet you, just off of principle. But again, like I said, Enemy of the State was around like Independence Day time too, right? See, that wasn't the age where I was trying to appreciate those movies.
All right, so a worldwide total of 222 million.
For who?
Wild Wild West.
That's not good.
222 million.
That's not good. That was like late 90s, early 2000s.
250 million from Enemy of the State.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, that was on a low.
Bro. They both
they're
going
indie.
up,
They're indie numbers.
Bro, that's big money for when they came out, right? That's like big money for when they came out. Or it feels like it.
I'm gonna let it ride, though.
Enemy of the State can go up, but Wild Wild West doesn't deserve to be down there in tier 4.
Wild Wild West is not a good movie.
It's not a good movie, but it had cultural impact. You know what I'm saying?
What, Salma Hayek?
Like the whole movie was a good time.
It was a vibe.
It wasn't a good movie, like quality movie. We mess with the soundtrack. You mess with the soundtrack.
What song?
You mess with the gimmick of the show. Yeah, you mess with the gimmick of the show. It was a Wild Wild West. That's what we was having a good time. Guns and robbers. We was having a good time.
I don't know what to say.
Good.
All right, cool. Here's the final list. Tier 1, Untouchable, Pursuit of Happiness, I Am Legend, Ali, Legend of Bagger Vance, King Richard. Tier 2, Hancock, Hitch, Bad Boys, Collateral Beauty, Bright. I think the song was more popular than the movie.
The song was more popular than the movie. That's what I'm saying. That's cool. That's part of the game.
Tier 3, Focus, Wild Wild West, Independence Day, Shark Tale, Men in Black. Tier 4, iRobot, Concussion, 7 Pounds, Enemy of the State, Gemini Man. Everything else is butt.
But I'm good with this. No, move Enemy of the State up. It does deserve to be up.
It's cool. It's gonna stay there. Everything else that did not make the list is just is butt.
Yeah.
Like what else is there? What movie didn't make the list? 6 Degrees of Separation because we didn't watch it. Aladdin.
No, we didn't watch it.
Because they used the wrong Jasmine. Suicide Squad.
I didn't even watch it.
After Earth, because all Jaden did the whole movie was cry and whine.
Relate and cry.
He said annoyed.
I'm scared. But I'm scared, Dad.
I'm tired, Dad.
Yeah, bro.
All right, so here's a question. Here's a question now. Out of these tier 1 movies, which one of those are the best?
Oof.
It's a pretty wide like variety of them, and
It is. Me personally, I gotta say I Am Legend.
Pursuit of Happiness.
I gotta say I'm Legend.
Damn.
Pursuit of Happiness.
I gotta go with Legend of Bagger Vance.
Pursuit of Happiness.
It's where it all started.
Doug said Pursuit of Happiness.
Pursuit of Happiness.
See? Pursuit of Happiness.
Sheesh.
Like, I'm not mad at Pursuit of Happiness.
Me
not.
neither.
Like,
I don't think you can go wrong picking any of these.
No, I don't think you go wrong.
But me personally, I think I Am Legend. Like, cause that one, like, when I watched that one, I
was the heart, bro.
Like, I specifically remember I Am Legend. Like, even when I watched Pursuit of Happiness, like, I was like, damn, that man going through it. But that was more so like I'm used to seeing that. Just because, you know, like, just community, like,
Tell me I didn't
culture and
cry
stuff
when he
like
got that
like,
job. Hell yeah, I cried. I even clapped with him.
But when in I Am Legend, bro, my man's like, oh yeah, y'all can go. And then the whole family blows up in front of him. Oh, bro.
Ooh, and then to be by yourself the whole time with just your dog.
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
hey. So J10.
And then the dog, bro. Then the dog started turning. Oh.
Well, not J10's favorite part of that movie, but you know when they set him up and they put the mannequin out in a different
place.
Like no, like that. That's his part, bro.
And that's a popular gift too.
That's a popular gift.
No, what are you doing here?
Yeah, no.
Hey, so if you watch closely, the mannequin actually moves. Like the head turns.
It looked like it moved.
That's why he starts like really tweaking, is because it actually moves.
It did look like it moved.
I'm about to go back and watch that now. But like, there's some things that I missed.
It's a like, as he's like driving by, that's why he's like, yeah. Like if you watch it, it moves. It moves. Yeah, it moves. Yeah. And that's why he starts tweaking. And
what would y'all do if y'all was in his situation, the only person left, and your responsibility it's not even his responsibility. He just
I'd have done the same thing he did. I'd have done the same thing he did in the whole entire situation. But it also teaches you, women and your kids gonna get you killed. Women and your kids gonna get you killed because he was all fine until they showed up.
They threw a wrench in everything.
Yeah. So I probably wouldn't have done nothing different than what he did.
All right, that's Will Smith, y'all. I'll have the visual ready. I'll have it earlier this week, posted up on the socials.
Can you bring back tier 2 real quick?
Tier 2, yeah.
Yeah, my family in a situation like that, we're done for, bro. We're done for.
Mine are gonna kill me. Yeah, Doug, you're done for too, bro.
Tier 2, Hancock, Hitch, Bad Boys, Collateral Beauty, and Bright. So if we separated the Bad Boys 2 is tier 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then original Bad Boys would be tier 2.
Mm-hmm.
Bad Boys 3, probably tier 4.
Probably tier 4. Okay, cool.
I also would not be mad if Hitch found a way in tier 1.
I wouldn't either. Hitch or Hancock.
Yeah. Because like
Hitch
we
would
look
be
at
the first movie I move up.
Yeah, there's
Hitch
no
so
comedy
good,
up here.
Hitch will be the first movie I move up.
Wait, Kevin's face. Mama will no. He said no. You stay in your box. Stay in your box.
No.
That is hilarious, bro.
That boy said I cut the rug, dog.
I get down. He was so smooth that whole movie, bro. That whole movie. Like, you know, when she comes to the door and she's like, you got a pen? My man slips it up in his pocket, pats it, and he's like, yes, I do.
Yeah, that mess
Yeah,
is
like
funny.
the hand comes in.
Yeah, smooth.
What's your favorite tier 3 movie?
Focus.
Focus.
Yeah, Focus. Definitely.
Yeah, Focus.
Focus is
Focus is
tough,
my
but
favorite tier 3 movie.
I could put Focus in tier 2 easily.
Me too. That's Fringe. That's the definition of Fringe.
Yeah.
And I can put Focus up.
Kevin James funny.
I can
Yeah,
put
Kevin James
Focus up.
hilarious.
Kevin James is funny, bro.
Focus, yeah.
Kevin James is
Focus was
Yeah,
just
Kevin
a
James.
whole
I said Kevin
different type
Spacey.
of
I mean Kevin
movie
James.
that like I didn't think Will Smith would be doing.
That joint was
Especially that
hard.
scene, especially that whole setup in the football scene where they're in the press box with the big money gambler.
Getting the whoa dude.
Man.
Yeah, that's his name. That was a hit.
And she's like, how'd you do that? And he went through the whole breakdown of having them see the number 53, I think it was, all day.
Yep.
Like, sheesh.
Yep. Yeah, Focus is definitely my favorite tier 3 movie. Favorite.
Tier 4.
Out of all of the animated movies we did, 8 Crazy Nights, and like Shark Tales. Didn't we do another one too? Denzel don't got one.
I think
I thought we had another anime. Oh, Hotel Transylvania.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was 8 Crazy Nights, Hotel Transylvania, and now we got Shark Tales and Pixel. Adam does a lot of stuff. He does a lot of animated stuff. Shark Tales was very underrated too. Like I am a wiener stuff. That's my line. Or the sharks. I never knew my father. Yeah, they was hilarious.
Sharks are fish are friends.
Yeah, fish are friends.
Oh, that's Finding Nemo, Goofy.
I was just testing y'all.
Yeah.
See, look, I was just testing y'all. Y'all knew that.
I didn't know the difference. Damn, that's my bad.
Shark Tales is when the little shrimp, and he's like, what? Like, that's Shark Tales.
Oh, dang, I had to miss that up.
Who do we got next week?
Will Ferrell.
Hey.
Will Ferrell. So go ahead and write tier 4 and put Everything Must Go.
It don't make the list, bro. It don't make the list, bro. That's not even.
I don't even know what movie that is.
You don't want to watch it. Waste of time.
Don't.
Oh, it's
This dude, Vito was like, Deuce, we got Everything Must Go. We gonna watch. It's gonna be so funny. I was like, all right.
I thought it was
10, not even 5 minutes in. I was like, ooh, this mug is not about to be funny. It's more about to be trash. And then he was like, no, it's gonna be funny. It's gonna be funny. It's gonna be funny. I was like, man,
bro,
I really thought like that movie really left a bad taste, bro. Like that, I was so angry about that one, bro. I thought we had a come up. Redbox gave us an extra free movie. I was like, oh, Will Ferrell, easy, bro. I had to deny the free movie.
Hey, Will Ferrell got a lot of movies, bro. This gonna be hard.
Hey, look, Talladega Nights, tier 1, baby.
That brother's tier 1, boy.
Hey, Elf.
That's it.
Elf, tier 1.
Oh, Elf will be in tier 1. Elf will be in tier 1.
Step Brothers.
Old school.
Step Brothers,
Old
untouchable.
School. You're my boy, Blue.
You're my boy, Blue. Step Brothers is untouchable.
Will Ferrell got some bangers, but Everything Must Go.
We gotta count Wedding Crashers, right? We gotta count Wedding Crashers.
Nah.
He's got a good role in that one, bro. He's got a good role in Wedding Crashers. It's gotta be in consideration. I can tell you this much: I ain't watching Bewitched.
And Get Hard, hilarious.
Get Hard. Hilarious. Daddy's Home 2. Y'all watch that?
Daddy's Home 1 and 2 is funny.
I actually don't remember that one, so I gotta rewatch it.
With isn't it with Mark Wahlberg?
The other guys. The other guys.
That's what I was about to say. The other guys.
That's Pop. He said, have you done your first Desk Pop yet? He's like, Desk Pop? What's a Desk Pop? He's like, I just did mine last week.
Hey, so what is there anything on here y'all haven't watched? Like, I haven't watched Land of the Lost.
Semi-pro?
I haven't watched Land of the Lost.
Semi-pro. I haven't watched Winter Passing.
The House. I haven't watched The House.
I haven't watched The House. I haven't.
Stranger
I've
Than
watched
Fiction.
Land of the Lost.
Blades of Glory, though.
Yo.
He's like coming out to my humps. It's provocative.
Have y'all seen Zoolander?
Night at
Have
the
y'all seen
Roxbury.
Zoolander?
Yeah, it's funny. But Night at the Roxbury.
Hey, kicking and screaming, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't like kicking and screaming?
Nah, Kicking and Screaming is funny.
It's funny.
Oh no,
It's funny.
Hey, best animated movie that we did yet, Megamind.
Definitely.
If you
Megamind.
add Wedding
Definitely.
Crasher, you'd have to add internship. Yeah, see, that's how I feel. You'd have to have internship if we add Wedding Crashers. Because the
That's facts.
internship,
We'll keep it out.
he was the
We'll keep it out.
brother-in-law.
That's right. We'll keep it out. We'll keep it out.
Anchorman.
Megamind's the best
Anchorman.
animated movie.
Yeah.
Anchorman
Megamind's
and
definitely.
Anchorman 2.
Damn.
They get lumped together though, right?
Yeah.
They
They would have
together?
to. Same with Zoolander. Zoolander 1 and 2.
God.
And Daddy's Home.
And Daddy's Home.
But Daddy's Home, both of them were fire.
That's probably one
Both
of that's
of them
probably
hoes
one
fire.
of the series
Which one's Daddy's Home?
with Mark Wahlberg.
That's the one with Mark Wahlberg.
Isn't that
the
when John
stepdad.
Cena showed up?
That's Daddy's Home
Yeah,
too.
that's the second one.
Okay. So then I do remember. Okay.
Yeah.
Daddy's Home got better in the second part too.
Gold.
Hey, this tier 1, y'all better start to think, because this tier 1's gonna be an argument.
It's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be
Hey,
a problem.
so let me take this back. Would you consider
The
Zoolander?
campaign?
No. Would you consider Zoolander a Will? I don't consider that a Will Ferrell movie though.
I don't.
That's a Adams. That's a
Ben
Stiller.
Ben Stiller. That's a Ben Stiller movie.
He was
That's a
in
Ben
there
Stiller
more
movie,
than he
too.
was in Internship and Wedding Crashers though.
No, he was because he was the antagonist, but that's a Ben Stiller that's a Ben Stiller movie, bro. Like
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Because then we'd have to do the same with Austin Powers.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Hey, Superstar.
This is going to be the hardest tier 1 yet.
Yes.
This is going to be the hardest tier 1.
Oh my goodness.
A Night at the Roxbury, bro.
A Night at the Roxbury is so funny.
The tier 1.
He bust that window, bro. Yo, Night at the Roxbury is hilarious.
All right, bro. It's finding out what's tier 1 and what's the separator.
That's tough,
That's
bro.
gonna suck.
That's tough. That's the tough one. It's finding out that's Will. Finding out what's tier 1.
Hey, the house.
Did y'all watch Holmes and Watson?
Holmes and Watson was good. I wouldn't put it
I'd
tier
never
1.
seen it, but I thought it was funny.
I can already tell you this.
I know it's funny because him and that dude together.
Oh
like,
yeah,
they don't miss. They don't miss.
I gotta watch that this week though. I haven't watched
It's worth watching. Him and John C. Reilly.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and say
miss.
this. Your thoughts now is Old School, Get Hard in the Campaign won't make tier 1.
No.
Old School, we're going streaking.
That's what I'm saying. But like this will be the first.
We're streaking.
This will be the first movie that's clumped together in Anchorman that should make tier 1.
Yes.
That will have the argument.
Okay.
And right now we've been keeping tier 1 to 5 and then stretching to 6. So I would be okay with moving Old School, Get Hard, and Campaign down to make sure we keep room for trying to clump in Anchorman and Anchorman 2. Man, that stuff is so funny.
Yeah, Anchorman and Anchorman 2 is funny. Those got progressively better.
He said it's a bat wing. He said chicken's expensive too. That's it.
He said we're about to have a brawl. Bro. Stay classy, San Diego.
It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard.
It's gonna be hard. This is gonna be hard, man.
It's gonna be fun though. This one's gonna be fun.
This one's gonna be fun. So Blades of Glory. This is getting me just thinking. Blades of Glory can't be tier 1.
No. I honestly,
I would say that's a solid tier
movies, 3. It might be a tier 3.
That's a solid tier 3 for me.
That's a solid. All right, man. Let's get out of here before we go too much into it.
Before we start up on this joint.
Before we start up on this joint.
We gotta maybe bring up some more names on who we can do the following week, just so we can get that ball rolling. Keanu Reeves came up.
Keanu Reeves came up.
Ben Stiller. Does he have enough movies?
So that's the thing, though. Is Will Ferrell and Will Smith? I know, that that's a lane we could get into a little better. some of the other people, I feel like theirs was just a little too easy to distinguish, and that's what I was trying to keep from.
Is the easy ones?
But again, not well. Like again, like so for certain people, like when I think of Keanu, I instantly think Matrix is gonna be there, right?
Constantine, John Wick.
Yeah, like I feel like for some of them, it'll be very easy to distinguish that. Like I feel like if we did like Kevin Hardison, so I'm almost to the point too. We might have to take maybe like a decade or a genre ish type thing, because not enough people I feel have enough hits to make us push the limit like we did with Will and Will Ferrell.
True. We can do types of movies like, you know how we got like fighting movies with like MMA, boxing, kickboxing. We can clump that all together, put fighting movies together.
What if we did like if we did like a total of like Jackie, Jet Li, Ip Man, and we tiered them?
Ooh, I would hate y'all after that, but I am down.
Because like we said, we're like I know me, I'm not versed enough in certain stuff of Jackie and Jet's down the line. But like if we was to take some of their best stuff, like maybe all 4 movies and do it, it'd be way easier to do it.
We could take like Jet Li, Jackie Chan, Donnie Yen.
Yeah.
I think we gotta leave Bruce Lee out of that.
But again, I'm not too deep into Bruce, but whatever the stuff that we know of his would be tier 1.
Yeah. That's why we gotta leave him out of there. But if we do Jet Li, Jackie Chan, and Donnie Yen, those are like the 3
I'm
big
okay with doing
ones.
Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise would be
Tom Cruise.
But you know what? Let's do that. Let's like partially steal Doug's, and maybe we could do the 80s movies and just kind of look for some movies in the 80s. Get 20-25 of them.
Damn, Tom Cruise got a lot of movies. Fallout, American Made, Jack Reacher.
He got some decent movies.
Oblivion. Edge of Tomorrow is one of my favorite movies that he did. All the Men in Blacks. Damn, he got a lot of movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Cool. Yeah, we can do that.
The Mummy.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out and we'll get it ahead. Will Ferrell next week, baby.
Top Gun.
Oh, the thumbnail Anchorman. Let's go and get that right.
Oh, bet.
Get us on the Anchorman news. We already there.
Cool. I'll have us ready. I might have y'all send me some specific pictures for that though, just to get it right.
We got you.
Cool.
Let's get it, y'all.
All right, y'all. That's the end of episode 19. King Richard or Hancock, Will Smith Chronicles. Next week we're gonna be doing Will Ferrell. I'm sorry. That's Vita. That's Deuce.
If you have a TikTok of the week suggestion, you find a dope TikTok, shoot it to us. The TTE. Do we have the link for the TTE in TikTok?
Yep, it's in the socials, in the details. Of the stuff.
I'm Doug. What up, Doug? Nah, if you got
another day, another Doug.
Yeah, just inbox it to us and just write the title TikTok of the week. We could pull it up. We always trying to get down funny stuff, whatever you got. And then what's happening for next week? Y'all know how we do it.
Yes, sir.
Y'all
Catch
back
you on
Tuesday
next week.
for the AFC.
Tuesday for sports. Wednesday for TTE Talks, 5:30 Pacific Standard Time. Every single week. We'll catch y'all later.
Out of here.
Yes, sir.
Tuesday for sports. Wednesday for vibes.